Black people are being sold off at a slave market, and between them, two black men are wearing fancy underwear. The movie then shows the present, where two half-brothers, Regis and Joel, are living opposite lives. Joel is unemployed and lives with his daughter and mother. On the other hand, Regis works as an assistant to the mayor. He is married to a white woman and has a daughter. Regis gets a call from his uncle one day, who tells him about his dying father. Regis doesn't want to see his father, but after being threatened by his wife, he has to go. The next day, Regis meets Joel at the airport, and both of them hire a taxi. Their father is happy to see his two sons and tells them that they will receive a great treasure. But unfortunately, they just received a document about the emancipation of their ancestors. They tore the document mockingly in front of their aunt, who got furious. She casts a spell on them, and both of them are sent back to the 17th century. The next scene shows both of them waking up in an open field. They are captured by two slave hunters and sold to Monsieur Jourdain. Joel will work on the farms under the supervision of Henry. Regis is sent to the kitchen. The next day, a priest comes and reads a fake Bible to black people. He tells them that God commanded black people to obey white people. Regis and Joel disagree and read some lines of the Bible. Later, Joel tries to run away from Henry, but ends up being hit by a pole. He is then punished in front of everyone. Regis is called by Jourdain, who allows him to supervise other slaves with Henry. Meanwhile, Joel gets treatment from a black woman named Rosalie. Joel tries to kiss her, but Rosalie resists, saying she loves Isidore. The next day, Joel is shocked by Regis's behavior and criticizes him, but Regis stays true to his master. When everyone in the White household finds out that Regis knows how to read and write, they start laughing at him and making jokes about his inability to play the piano. Surprisingly, Regis plays piano but gets punished due to his behavior. The next morning, they both flee and hide in the carriage of a Jewish boy named Isaac. When they reach his home, Isaac catches them. Surprisingly, he lets them come into his home and reveals how Jews are also the victims of this racism. Jourdain's men arrive at his place, but Regis and Joel have already left. They acquire an abandoned boat and come across a ship that transports people. They physically help their ancestors have intercourse while they were sleeping. Before going home, Joel and Regis humiliate the whites by destroying the wedding. They proceed to use the pipe, but unfortunately, nothing happens as it wasn't the magical pipe. Now they are in a cage and are condemned to execution. Henry takes them to the field where they are about to be hanged, but Jourdain's son falls into the river, and everyone runs toward it. Isidore saves Joel and Regis and lets them run, but they jump into the river and save the boy. Luckily, Jourdain sets them free with their ancestors. He provides them with the same emancipation that their father gave them earlier. They can't go back because they don't have the magical pipe. One day, Henry approaches them and humiliates them by blowing smoke in their faces. They disappear and return to their present time as if it were the same magical pipe. Joel eventually gets a job at a construction site for the minimum wage because he is black. Regis decides to stand up against the mayor, who makes a racist comment toward Regis. Both of them are much closer to each other. Their daughters tore the emancipation document, which led Regis and Joel to panic and run toward them. And here the movie ends. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with such interesting movie recap videos.